Honestly, never seen a company fumble the bag so hard like the WNBA fumbled Caitlin Clark. It sucks that so much of it was riddled with so much drama and so
about how arrogance, poor leadership, and one big mistake can destroy something before it even begins. The WNBA had a golden opportunity with Caitlin Clark, a rare superstar who shined both on and off the court. She wasn't just a player who scored points. She was a movement and a brand that brought women's basketball to millions of new fans. This should have been a huge victory for a league that had worked for decades to gain mainstream success.
Oh man, it is a lot going on in the world of Caitlin Clark. New sponsorships to the left, new deals to the right. It's a lot going on. We are gonna get to everything. Oh, that's a boss move. Oh, that's a crazy boss move. That's a flex. Hey, listen, I understand. You got Nike deals. You got freaking PGA Golf Tour, Live Golf Tour. You got hockey sponsor. I know you got a lot going on, but to turn down 15 M's.
Instead of lifting her up, they tore her down. They acted like she was replaceable instead of seeing her as the league's savior. And by doing that, they made a serious mistake, one that could haunt them for years to come.
If y'all thought a few million and some equity was going to get her to show up and play in your league, you got another thing coming. I said it. If Unrivaled want Caitlin Clark, y'all, a minimum of 10 million plus like 50% ownership of the whole league. That's where we start. That's the starting negotiation point. I might have undersold her, y'all. I might have undersold Caitlin Clark. Look at
what started as a fairy tale has now turned into a battle. Caitlin Clark is fighting back, and her weapon isn't a basketball, it's leverage. She's exposing the WNBA's deep failures in the boardroom, the place where the real power lies.
Is on welfare, okay? If they weren't on welfare, then the league would fold and there would be no women's basketball. And that is basically what has been revealed in this bombshell report about the WNBA being on track to lose roughly $50 million this year. $50 million, which is significantly more than the WNBA had been losing on a yearly basis in the past. Now, again, this is a little bit surprising because of the explosion in popularity of the WNBA due to Caitlin Clark, okay? But once we get into the details, it's not really all that surprising, but at the same time, reports like this kind of drive home the point that reasonable people have been trying to make about the WNBA.
Here's the twist. The competition is already moving in. Rival leagues, billionaire investors, and even celebrities are paying attention. They see something the WNBA refuses to admit. Caitlin Clark is bigger than the league itself. So, how did things fall apart? How did the WNBA take the most exciting player in years and turn her debut into a story of embarrassment and betrayal? Stick around, because once you see the stats, the disrespect, and the offers pouring in from other leagues, you'll realize this isn't just bad management. It's the kind of mistake that changes history.
Recent report dropped that the Big Three reportedly offered Caitlin Clark 15 M's for 10 games, but she declined. Crazy. Her endorsement deals must be pretty decent for her to willingly turn that down, because we know her WNBA salary is nothing to brag about. But for her to do that, I guess I look at it like this. If she were to have accepted that before she even stepped foot on a WNBA court, I could only imagine how they would have treated her. I don't even think she would have made it through half the season. She would have had a season ending.
When Caitlin Clark stepped onto the national stage, it felt like more than just another top draft pick joining the league. It felt like a movement was about to begin. She wasn't merely rewriting history when she took over collegiate basketball. She was changing the very definition of women's sports in the United States.
And she declined it. If that doesn't tell you how much money Caitlin Clark is making, I don't know, bro. Because who's saying no to $15 million for 10 games? She doesn't even have to score 10 points and she still would be making more than a lot of NBA players make. But Caitlin Clark isn't even back from injury yet to play for the Indiana Fever. Do you guys think Caitlin Clark should have taken this $15 million?
Every game she played turned into a show. TV ratings shot up, and her highlights spread everywhere online. Kids copied her deep three-pointers on playgrounds. She had gone beyond being just a player. she had become a cultural icon. By the time the WNBA draft came, her story was already set. This was supposed to be her crowning moment, something the league had been waiting on for decades.
Basketball. Your cousin Caitlin Clark just got an 8-figure deal with Nike.
Yeah.
A lot of people in our community is up in arms. They not feeling that. They mad Aja Wilson don't got a shoe yet. And it's simple math, bro. Aja Wilson played in the championship for the WNBA, and the final game peaked at like 1.2 million. Caitlin Clark played in the Final Four, and the game before the championship game peaked at 17 million viewers.
Caitlin Clark is gonna come to the WNBA and violate that shit.
Caitlin Clark had the star power to make the whole sport popular. She was the key. Right away, her impact was huge. She became the face the WNBA had always needed: relevance. Her games sold out faster than ever. Ticket resale prices skyrocketed before she even played. Arenas were suddenly full of fans, many watching the WNBA for the first time. Almost instantly, she pulled in millions of new viewers and turned into a ratings magnet.
About this, Kathy Engelberg, you need to get a hold of what's going on here. The officiating Kelsey Mitchell getting knocked around like a damn pinball, shoots 4 free throws. Aaliyah Boston plays an entire game as big, as strong, as physical as she is. Aaliyah Boston shoots 0 free throws. And she wasn't standing at the 3-point line. The officiating is flat out atrocious. Everybody else is getting calls. I think it's ridiculous. Just the fact that Aaliyah Boston shot 0 free throws tells you everything in itself.
Words alone can't capture the full story. The numbers tell it best. Attendance records broke. Merchandise sales exploded. Even casual sports fans couldn't ignore it. A league that had struggled for years suddenly found new life, all thanks to Caitlin Clark. It should have been perfect. It should have started a new golden era. But instead, what looked like a fairy tale quickly turned into a nightmare behind the scenes. Because while Caitlin Clark kept her promises, the league answered with disrespect, and it's a decision that would come back to haunt them.